Hello, I'm Duncan, and this is a dunking about the Interview, the film starring Seth Rogen and James Franco. The film has caused an unbelievable amount of controversy from what I believe would have been a film that would have been forgotten fairly quickly had nobody made a peep about it. Now, the film stars Seth Rogen and James Franco as two journalists who are given an interview with the leader of North Korea, and they're secretly trained by the CIA to kill him. Now, the film has generated an unbelievable amount of controversy. Sony's servers were hacked, private emails were leaked along with social security numbers of people that work there. They've got their hands on the new James Bond script, Spectre, or at least an early draft of it, and they've threatened acts of terrorism. I say they're calling themselves Guardians of Peace. I don't know who they are, I don't know where they're from. There were things in today's paper, they may be from China, I'm not sure about that, but they have set a dangerous precedent. Sony has scrapped releasing the film. It was due to come out Christmas Day in the States and mid-February, probably February half-term here in the UK, and they've set a dangerous precedent by scrapping it. As far as I can tell, this film has pretty much the identical climax to Team America World Police. The dictator of North Korea is killed. And North Korea didn't blow its top over Team America World Police, but this film, because it's not real people, I don't know, has generated this incredible controversy. There's even reports that they've directly asked President Obama to scrap the film. Now, for clarity on my own position, I'm not a big fan of either actor, I wasn't a big fan of the film premise, I probably was going to skip it. There's other films out that week. But now I think it's come down to you have to go and see this film. This is the best publicity this film could ever have asked for. And as far as I'm concerned, if it ever does come out, I'm going to round up my friends and we're going to go and see it. In the UK, we had a similar situation a few years ago over The Satanic Verses, published by written by Salman Rushdie, where threats were made against bookstores that were going to show this book, that sell this book. And they didn't cower away. They sold the book. They stared and said, no, this is a free country. You have the right to say and print and think and believe whatever you want. And that is what I think should have happened here. America, with its we don't negotiate, has capitulated. And it's set a really dangerous precedent. And I don't think it's a precedent that should have been set. This is a silly film. I think they should have stared them down. They should have said, look, here's what's been threatened. For the people who work in the cinemas, I think, I'm sorry guys, but I think this film should have been released. If not in the cinemas, then on DVD or online or something, because this film has now become a point of principle. When we say that our values are worth fighting for, our values will not be dismissed. And it's ridiculous I'm making this speech about this silly $46 million budget film, but it's now a point of principle where we stand up and say, no, our values are worth something. You can take our lives, but you can never take our freedoms. I don't agree with what you're saying, but I will fight to the death for your right to say it. And we have thrown hundreds of years of that away because of some keyboard warriors. Now, this has been an absolute farce from start to finish. I don't know why they didn't create a fake country. They could have made it a thinly veiled North Korea, both Korea or what have you, and that would have satisfied most people. I think that's what should have been done. It's not. They've created this film now, and it's just, it needs to be released. We need to support it. We need to stand up and say, we do this. If it offends you, fine. There are things that happen every day that offend me. I have seen films that I have been offended by and I wish did not exist. Mostly P.S. I Love You and The Notebook. But I have sat through those films. I have not threatened to bomb any cinema that has shown those god-awful films, because I accept that there are things that offend me and that I have to deal with them. And that has not happened. And we have set a dangerous precedent today, and I don't think it's what's right. Now, cinemas in the US are apparently showing Team America World Police as a retaliatory move, and I think this is an excellent plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this, and then I'm going to review Team America World Police, which is a brilliant film, 2004. I'm going to release that straight after this, because I think it's that we need to make a stand. And that's really all I have to say. Peace, be peaceful to each other, love each other, understand there will always be things that offend, but it's by sharing these things that we grow stronger, and we should not give in to demands by terrorists. I'm Duncan, and this was a dunking.